Alright everyone, and in this video we are going to be trying to pick the pattern or the fabric, I should say, for the vest. I am trying to decide whether to just go with black like they show here or pick a color that kind of works with and is in our main dress color. I've got a couple different things here. That one matches perfectly with the golden wheat color, whatever you want to call it, in there. I've got several different choices. Try and match up with the red, which is what I was originally going to do. The thing here, the vest is going to be very easy to do and use very little fabric. So what I may do, and yeah, I may just go ahead and make the vest out of all three of these colors and then combine them and see which one's going to go best. The other nice thing about that is that I'll have a little variety, so when I wear this dress again, I can wear a different vest with it. Alrighty, so I know for sure I think we're going to make one out of this. And I do believe we're going to go with that one. That one seems to be the one that matches better. Let me give you a close-up view and see what you think. Alrighty, and I've got these under my light so that I can actually see almost perfectly with the brownish, tannish, goldenish color that's in there. This one is a very, very close match. It's a little off, it's a little darker, it's a little more maroonish purple. And then there's this one, which does match pretty close to it. The other one that I had was this one, and I think it's just a tad bit too light and too off. Alrighty, but I think we are gonna go with making all three vests, since it's going to take very little fabric, and I have a feeling the vest is going to be very quick and easy to sew. So we are going to go with all three colors, and then once we get the dress together, we've got options as far as which vest we want to wear with it. Alrighty, I think the vest color, we've narrowed it down to these two colors, so I'm actually going to go ahead and make one of each. I could also make a black vest too. I just didn't want to bring it down too much by doing so, but I do believe I am going to make one of each of these colors, and I may go ahead and make a black one as well. Alright everybody, and this is the fabric we're going to make the first vest out of. So we will again just revert back to our instructions here as to how to lay the vest out on the fabric. In this case it's pretty simple, you just follow the lines. Seriously, just follow the directions. Alrighty, and in this instance, this vest is going to have a lining, and the lining would just be set up the same way that you're cutting out the vest. So I'm going to do a color that's close to it. I've got millions of liner here, and or I might use a contrasting lining. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll see what I do when I get there. Alrighty, and the vest is pretty simple. We literally just have two pieces. For the vest, we have the front and the back. And the nice thing is the back is going to be put on the fold, and the front will be next to the back. All right. vest is literally, I think, using half a yard of fabric. So it's really cool. You can just mix several. And again, I don't worry too much when it's a solid piece, but in the fact that this has grain in it, I am going to just measure to make sure that we're at least laid out pretty straight. Awesome, and we are. Alright, and those are the two vest pieces. The other piece that we have is the tie or the belt or whatever we feel like it's going to be. And I'm going to also make that out of this fabric so that it matches. Let's just see what we've got if we can put it over here. We cannot. We almost could have. Alright, we've got our vest laid out, we've got our tie laid out. I'm doing something a little different here with the tie rather than going lengthwise. I'm going this way. I may have trouble sewing it with the grain, but I'll deal with that. Just didn't feel like laying out another whole 2 yards just for the tie itself. But we'll see how it works out. One piece done.
to this particular one and cut it out, and then I will bring you back to cut out the other color. And for the lining, we're going to use something a little bit contrasting to the fabric itself, but it brings out the lighter color in the fabric itself. So I think it's all going to tie in nicely, and you'll hardly see the lining at all. So that's the lining we're going to go with this particular vest. So we can kind of tie it all together. Alrighty, I will get that cut out and we'll go from there. One piece. And we have all pieces cut out for our first vest. And I think we're going to get this one sewn before we do the other one. And my bigger scraps like this I save, because you never know when they'll come in handy. There is just so much waste. All right, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit.